Spam Sam. Spam Sam. Spam Sam.
Good day to you, one and all, and welcome to another edition of Deep Dive. And as always, this and other podcasts in the Jazzy Groove Rainy Day podcast family are brought to you by the power of 5. If you like what we're doing, consider supporting the channel, and at the very least, hit the like button. As always, you'll be glad you did. Also, I want to let you guys know about our ongoing competition in which you can win a free laptop. That's right, an HP EliteBook Z 14-inch laptop. And in order to win it, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. Then if you want to, in the comments field below, type in done. Just so that we can figure out properly who's actually entered and who hasn't. Regardless of whether you do or not, shortly we will be raffling off the laptop. We'll be going into a hat, like my bucket hat here. And we're going to pull out the name of the person that is the recipient of the prize. And then in the short term, we'll be sending it out to that lucky winner. So if you want to get into it, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. There's no, what's what I'm looking for, no purchase necessary. So get into it, and hopefully you'll win it. And with that out the way, let's get into part 2 of the Jazz Effect. And as we stated before in the previous video, Jazz is an internet personality who talks out the side of her neck. She doesn't want you to overtalk her, but she has no problem overtalking you. She goes into these long-winded monologues that meander all over the place. And if you're lucky, you might get to what she wants to talk about, but more than likely, you won't. What am I talking about? Let's get into it.
Me while you're asking me to ask that?
Yeah, Alexis. Yeah, Alexis.
No, because the thing is,
Yeah, it's better now because you're closer.
I said you said
said
y'all
my
no
name.
longer picking the wrong. You said y'all no longer picking the wrong.
No, Alexis, put your ear
And
piece.
She did the same
what
shit.
happens?
Okay. She did the same shit. That victim.
Okay. She just got a rage quit. I don't know why she quit. But let's not even get into Alexis right now. She is something we'll do in a later time on a later podcast. Let's look at Jazz. Let's get into it.
She tried to I can't. You can't what? Nigga, they didn't get nowhere yet. She feel bad and she couldn't handle it. She got out before it got hot.
I will give her this. She knows when to run when bullets start flying.
In her mind, she was justified. But someone said my name. Didn't someone say my name? And she ran off.
You're struggling to put them damn earphones on.
He's far away from
she's assuming something that wasn't
That's
happening.
called shutting down. It's
That is what
shutting
that's
down.
called.
Women
No,
shut
I'm
down
really
in logic.
interested in moving on with the conversation because we're not going to get anywhere, baby.
Okay, no,
I'm interested in moving the conversation along. I'm sure you are. Because this current conversation doesn't advance your interests. It doesn't serve your worldview. And it sure as heck doesn't put you in a good light. When in doubt, move along. Let's see if they let her.
Every time I have.
One second, Ali, give me 1 second. Hey, Jess, I was talking with Ali about this the other day, right? There's like we're not having the conversation, and we do something wrong. when we acknowledge that we're wrong, we stop there. You see what I'm saying? Is let's stop here and let's acknowledge it. Your acknowledgement is a dismissal. Okay, you got this. Let's move on to the next one because
You know, I got to give Fatty his due. You got to give credit where credit is due. Full disclosure, I'm not a big fan of him, mainly because I can't understand him. I mean, it can be that simple. But when I do understand him, I can't find fault in what he's saying. And what he's saying is exactly what we've been saying for the longest time. And that simply is this. When guys get into a conversation and get into a disagreement, and it's pointed out to them, they will typically say, okay, you're right. I just learned something I didn't know, or something to that effect. It's genuine. Okay, hands up.
already
Okay.
got this. Like,
I can
you know
see.
what?
You're right. Go ahead and ask the question again, Ali.
Yes,
You're right.
Also,
One
and
second, one
Jazz,
second. This is one
You're
second.
right. I fucked up.
1 second.
Yeah.
You see, this is a teachable moment to the crowd, especially when y'all woman have man. We know when a woman is saying, "Okay, you got it." You is dismissive. Is I don't want to stay on this place that makes me uncomfortable. Let's move to the next conversation because I don't want to stay here. And admit that I'm wrong. And I'm not saying once again, Jess, I'm saying that this is
Keep looking around. That's exactly what it is.
like is a reptilian thing. It's like a survival mechanism for the most part. So when we're having these conversations, a lot of time people acknowledging and conceding is not conceding because they think the person is right. They're conceding because they want to move on and they don't want to stick there and then acknowledge it. That's why we said just because you're saying, okay, I conceded, let's move on, that doesn't mean that the person in front of you is not saying, oh, look at this person being dismissive and pushing the conversation to a part of the convo that she likes. Ali, go ahead and ask the question again, and then we go from there.
Right, and Jazz, plus it's a teachable moment for young girls just watching, possibly from mistakes that women made and try to learn from y'all mistakes, right? But
Can you ask your question?
yes, if y'all no longer picking
Nope.
wrong and you're evolved and educated, what does that look like? What type of man are you picking now that you've evolved and educated and not no longer picking the wrong man? What is the type now?
Okay. That type will be someone who is mature, someone who's on his purpose, someone who also is dating with intention. He is looking to have a family. He wants monogamy because there are some men that do and do value marriage and do value that. And this is just for me.
Nope.
Yep.
me. This is what I mean. I have this already, but let's say if I was single, but that's what he would be consistent with himself, like whatever goals or personal goals that he has for himself, he's in constant pursuit of that. At this age, he has a foundation. He may be somewhere, good in his career, or he is excelling as an entrepreneur.
Nope. Nope.
Yep.
Or he just has he has a stable lifestyle, right? He's enjoying life. He's following God.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
You niggas are not Christians. That's a lot of she was naming.
It was a lot. Every time when people bring God into it, just stop. He believes in God. Why does that matter? You don't even
don't believe.
you don't even believe in Jesus.
Will be it.
Nope.
That would be it. He would have a different type of focus. That would be the, if since I'm evolved, if I had that phase, that would be what I would be pursuing. I can't say that I had like a phase where I just was constantly choosing bad men, but I have been misaligned with men before, and going through those situations helped me to understand where I was lacking maturity, where I needed to hold myself accountable and say, you know what, this is not, if I want something different, I need to do better and choose better. And so what we do
Japan sale. Japan sale. Japan